Warning, viewer discretion is advised. This video is intended for a mature audience and may contain language and themes not suitable for all ages. Children under 13 should be accompanied by a parent or guardian.
Whoop.
Oh, you fucked up.
I did.
You must come back. It would be disastrous if we lost our headquarters.
I mean, it
I
would
will
be,
protect
yes.
it forever. And with all I have.
Well, more Hatena boxes, for whatever that's worth.
One more Hatena box, specifically, but
Two.
yes.
There's one on each side.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Thought there
I
was
Think
only
if we
the one
put us
back
all
there.
together, we could
Nope,
still
there's
maybe
two.
be as strong as a boss?
No.
No, absolutely not.
You would need so many of you guys to equal a boss, it's ridiculous.
The ground is stained blue, as if it were the path of a dragon.
What?
Together, we'll be
Stained blue?
Dragons are well known for staining the ground blue where they walk, evidently.
Huh.
Fucking Japan logic, man. I don't know.
Is there a pun I'm missing? I have no idea why they keep talking about this stuff.
We'll make our people proud, boss!
Oh yeah, and then there's the entire Chrono Trigger soundtrack.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is the best video game soundtrack of all time.
As a collective whole, yeah. I mean, that's a really good one.
And Chrono Trigger is also the best video game ever made, but you know, that is it is not my favorite. I will say that. I do think it is the best game that was ever made, though.
I think it's a fantastically crafted game, yeah.
It's the way that it works within its limitations in terms of a graphic, sound, storytelling, and gameplay direction. They
Okay.
all work just perfectly together, especially in the confines of it being a 16-bit
Yeah.
SNES RPG.
I mean, as far as what you can do on the SNES, that is a... Like, yeah, it's probably one of the best things you could have done on the SNES.
The Blue Dragon of the North has come to conquer.
And then it held up so well that it was an equally fantastic PS1 game.
And a DS game,
And
that's
then
the
an
version I
equally
got.
fantastic DS game.
Yep. Yeah, that's when you know you did a good job. You keep porting it, and it keeps being a good game.
Yeah. Like, it even had a really good phone version, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Like,
they-
the phone version also was not, like, trash.
I hear that they
I am Yukimura
ported
Sanada,
this phone
commander
version
of
to
the Takeda.
PC, and that's the
I shall
version
defend this castle with the spirit of the
they
tiger.
fixed it, so it should be functional now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they did with, Final Fantasy,
Looks like the
6,
South treated you well.
5.
yeah, 6,
Yeah, they-
5, and 4.
This Yukimura is a much
Yeah, before they
changed
took the
man.
DS version.
No, they did not. They used the
they?
no, they used the phone version.
I thought they used the 3D assets.
I feel like the phone might have... Oh, no, you're right. Sorry. I forgot the phone didn't have those.
Yeah. Yeah, the phone was using, like, the Game Boy Advance sprites, basically.
No, it cleaned them up kind of the same way it did for 6 and 5,
Oh, it's like the PSP version.
probably.
There's so many versions of that game. The Final Fantasy IV is the one that Square will always make sure is available.
Which is
on every platform.
Which is a shame, right? Because, like, I love Final Fantasy IV, don't get me wrong. But for a very, very long time, I was torn between which of 4 and 6 I thought was the better game, and also my favorite. I've come to a final decision. Finally, like, it's 6.
Yeah, it's...
Like, 6 I think is just, you know...
They took everything they
better-
learned in 4. you know?
Yeah, right. It's just 4, but, like, more of it, and better.
And some of the gameplay borrows from 5, too.
Yeah.
Like how the relics or a lot of the job abilities from 5.
Maybe if I make myself melt.
Well, not all of them, but some of them.
Also, 6 has Kefka, and let's be honest, Kefka is far and away better than any villain in 4, full stop. Like,
God damn it.
Golbez was
Costs
cool,
money,
but,
you know?
like,
He was cool for...
Golbez is no
The
Kefka.
sight of their moves
I
stings
mean,
me with
Golbez
nostalgia
is
and
alright.
jealousy.
I mean, I know him mostly from the DS version, but... It's a little more ridiculous in
It is in
3D.
moments like these we must let our
Like his
spirits soar.
hand crawling by itself and the party just does nothing.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those moments that are a little silly now.
You are really asking for it, you know that?
Still, like with Cecil and everything, if you guys haven't played it yet, it's worth picking up like maybe the Pixel remaster or something.
Yeah, I would argue the best version of Final Fantasy IV is on the GBA.
Is the Pixel remaster better than that though? Because I know that it's missing some of those versions are missing some of the extra content from the GBA versions, but it's usually like post-game stuff. So they do have orchestral sound, I think, so that might put it over the top.
I mean, it's gonna help, but like, I don't know what I don't know what other changes they made in that version. Right?
Ah, okay.
Like, the GBA version has the good version of Darkness, which makes the early game
yeah.
like actually not a fucking
Sure.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Like the DS version, I like a
Nerfed it.
lot of the things
Though
that the
Shingen
DS
is
version
absent,
did,
he still
but the
casts a
DS
heavy
version made
shadow.
the early game a fucking headache and a half.
So, if you haven't played Final Fantasy IV, yeah, Cecil has an ability called Darkness because he starts as a Dark Knight, and in the original game
And the
early
GBA
ports,
version, yeah.
yeah, it's an attack where you sacrifice health to do just AoE damage to the field, and it represents how self-destructive he is at that point.
Right.
But in the DS version and games based off of that,
It's an attack that sacrifices health and gives you a stat boost, and that's it.
yeah, so
It's
you waste a
fucking
turn
atrocious.
buffing your attack and then taking damage,
I'm
more
all soaked.
damage,
This is gonna
because you
shut my
didn't do any
delicate
damage
skin.
yourself. It just makes everything take
Water in the
longer.
mouth. It's draining.
And it also makes like
I've got
training
better things to do
Rydia
than deal with you.
really fucking hard.
Yeah.
This works
Because
out.
like in the
Because I
original,
like you.
as soon as you unlock Rydia, the first thing you do is you go into the desert and you just fight shit in the desert until Rydia learns ice.
For me to be
Right.
as
And
free
you
as
do
my
that by
bone.
just
On your
spamming
feet,
darkness
General.
and going
Don't
back to the
expect any
inn
sympathy
every
from
time your
me.
health gets low.
And it works just fine.
And then as soon as Rydia gains access to ice, Rydia
This is
becomes
how
the
I
new
do my-
farming meta. Whoops.
I am the one. We
Oh,
shouldn't be
might
so
as well
dependent on
abuse it.
Sasuke anymore.
Rydia becomes the new farming meta because ice
I am
has super
indestructible.
effective damage against everything in the desert.
Yeah, so if you want to just gain levels and crush everything for the early game, you're good. And that's really helpful because your next party member is the useless bard. So,
Yeah.
you know, you might want to carry a bit. They give you the tools to
Sasuke,
deal with it,
You must
though.
retreat at
The other
once.
thing that
If that's the general's
that,
order, I'll get to that at once.
I remember the DS version did that was really rude. Was it made the battle where Rydia comes back?
Oh,
That was hell.
yeah, you saw
That
me
was
fight that.
I fought that.
Yeah,
I have the DS version.
yeah, it's supposed to be like a victory lap. Like, Rydia comes back and everything
And
is
just
good now.
absolutely jobs on the stuff you're fighting, and the Mist Dragon completely fucking
Owns everything.
owns that fight. And the DS version, Rydia comes back and is underleveled, underpowered, and just gets absolutely annihilated.
She doesn't help you at all.
And that fight is vicious hard.
Yeah. It went from, like, a cool story moment to the hardest fight in the game, full stop.
Yeah, easily.
Ready.
Oh my god.
The remedy
I
from
mean, I
Shimazu the
beat
Beast
it.
seems very
It's just...
But
I
don't
love a
think I
lot
would
of what the
be
DS version did. Hearing Tella do the
Oh.
"You spoony bard"
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah, the voice acting, you know?
But like, there's also a lot about it gameplay-wise that
It's
I think
not
makes it an
perfect.
inferior
was a miracle.
experience in
I would love
general
to be able to impart
to
such a
playing
remedy
the
myself.
GBA
that's-
version.
It might be
Son of
cool
the
if you've
idol.
already beaten the game once, to then do it in 3D for the enhanced story, kinda. Yeah, I would... There's so many versions of that game. You guys might want to just do your homework and figure out which one works best for you.
As if cloaked in shadow. The truth is hard to
And
find.
I think it's pretty much without question that the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI is the best version of Final Fantasy
like
VI.
a whirlpool.
I
Shall
heard
spirit
SNES with
apart.
mods.
Maybe, but like, if we're not, allowing
In the wake of
mods,
Yeah,
and
as
we're-
far
we're
as what
just saying,
Square
like,
has put out.
yeah, if we're just talking
Seems
about
we're both
released
only
versions,
halfway to
Yeah.
victory.
I have to see if the Pixel remaster is better again there.
yeah, those are the ones that came out on Switch, right?
I think they were on PC, and now they're coming out for console, so I think you can get them on PS4 and 5 now. I remember they were locked to, like...
Masamune,
Oops.
the vow I made to stay your rival has to be kept. Either way.
That's a good question. Let me double check that.
Because I know the version of 6 that was on PC was the phone version, which was not great
Can't
by
stand
comparison
still
to
forever.
the GBA version.
My patience.
Like, it was
wears.
playable, but it wasn't as good.
Suppose it's for the best. I can wait a little longer. Just you wait.
But I'm pretty
Soon
sure
you'll
there's
feel my
like
claws.
like a collection that came out on Switch that was like
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, like I think it was
Oh.
at least 1, 2, 4,
Yeah,
5,
Final
and 6.
Fantasy 1 through 6, PlayStation and Switch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one I've not had a chance to look at yet.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It seems like it might be okay. I mean, it's got 1 and it's got, you know, I don't know if its version of 1 is the NES version or the GBA version, which is also the best version of 1.
They're based on the originals. I mean, obviously enhanced pixels and everything, but they don't have any of the content that was added for GBA. It's a touch-up of the original.
Yeah, I'd argue at that point GBA is still the best way to play 1.
But there are some additional balance fixes, so they're less grindy.
Maybe, but still. Like,
I know.
I would argue that at least for 1, 2, 4, I guess 5, and also 6.
I would say 3 might also be better as a pixel remaster.
3 didn't have a GBA version.
No, it only
It
has
had the
NES
DS version.
Yeah, it has the DS version, which changes a ton, and the original NES version.
Yeah.
So
you 3 might be best played
Yeah.
in
the Pixel Remaster is the first
but-
time that we can play like the original version, basically.
Yeah. So I mean that's fair. I'll grant you that, but like.
Yeah, I mean the GBA has just good versions of 1, 2,
1, 2,
4,
4, 5, and 6. Yeah.
They skipped 3. Huh?
The best version of all of 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So 1 and 2 were the same game.
Yeah, they
This is
combined
Final
Dawn of
Fantasy
Souls.
1 and 2 Dawn of Souls.
Yeah, that was a good version.
And then 4, 5, and 6 were their own games, but
Right.
they were all fucking the best versions of those games.
I guess the only real advantage then would be if you prefer the soundtrack of the Pixel Remaster, because the GBA
Please
is
try to
quite
make
as good
this
as the
fight worthwhile.
Super Nintendo for sound.
Yeah, I will grant you that.
If that's
fair.
important for you, that's a factor too.
But if you just want like the best gameplay experience, yeah.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with the GBA versions of those. Okay.
They're coming! The first enemies we've faced since Hideyoshi. Even though our wounds are yet to heal, we will
I
still
feel like I
fight.
just forget about this all the time though. The 5 was the one with Barst, right?
Barts, yeah.
Well,
Or bots in the Japanese version.
well, I feel like one of the translations I used at one point also called him Barst.
Oh,
And I highly
could have
doubt
been.
anyone will be able to get through it.
Apparently, there's some merchandise in Japan that named him Butts, like in English
Can't
letters.
find a door.
So
You make one.
it's kind of like Altria. They just don't know how English
Well, I
works.
mean, there was a bit of there was a CD in Japan that referred to MASH as Matthew, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah, her first Valentine's C.
I'm not sure I entirely
Just
agree
when we
with
were finally
Japan's
getting settled in,
anglicization
you
all of the
attack
time.
us.
Yeah.
Wait, it's okay. Calm down.
Good old
No one
Matthew.
can say Oshu was a weakling.
Yep, people thought she was supposed to be named Matthew for a while because of that. Back when it was still before the NA version came out,
Yep.
and that's all we had to go on.
Like, why is this girl named Matthew?
Yeah.
We go this way. We can attack
How did the
Ujimasa from
local, or
behind.
how did their own team fuck that up? There, like, surely they must have known that Matthew and Mashu are not interchangeable.
I mean, they don't seem to speak English, so it's probably like as bad
But
as we
look,
would
like
mess up
everyone
Japanese.
in Japan speaks English to some extent, right?
Well,
like,
not really, but they might know a tiny bit. I don't know if it's true, but I have read that there's a lot of Japanese developers and stuff, which it kind of reflects Japanese people. They don't really like speaking English and don't want to learn it, and it kind of holds them back on some resources that aren't translated. I don't know. Supposedly, that's why the PS3 era was so rough. Well, one of the reasons. They just had some difficulties with new technology where the documentation was all English.
Oops. Wait, that's the wrong direction, right?
Yeah. Okay. Kataro, time to fight yourself. Whoa, sorry.
Oh boy. I hope I'm over the ground. Or like okay. Didn't get punished.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was my bad.
That could have been bad.
Yep, might have lost it right there. Cool, well this was going to be a lot easier now.
Seeing you is a good reminder not to mess up.
Oh. Gotcha.
Hang in there, Kotaro. Be strong. I'm getting a little too old for this, Kotaro. I think my back is giving out.
Yeah, well, have fun with that, old man.
Come to space, come back down,
There
get
you go.
bopped.
Alright, Hojo.
Stupid fucking ninja.
What? Am I going to lose again?
Yeah, with Kataro gone, you are just fucked.
Hello, Hojo.
Yeah. Sneak attack.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Everyone,
button.
come here quick and protect me. Whoa,
yes, come
where did
here
that one
quick.
come from? How did that happen? Men, protect Lord Uchimasa!
Don't push yourself too hard, old man. It might be time for retirement.
Our boss has perfected the teachings of Sir Kojuro.
Circle Juro.
Sir Kojuro?
Oh. That would make more sense, but it sure sounded like Circle Juro.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, because Kojuro taught swordsmanship to Masamune, maybe?
We just met and already you're disrespecting me. I've yet to see my prime of life.
We didn't just meet. I work for you, old man.
I know it's not an easy task.
The revival of Odawara
Oops.
has just begun, and
Ah.
I won't rest.
Did... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did I get?
Nothing
Oh,
like the wisdom
nope, I
of old
missed it.
people.
Damn it. All right, well. In that case,
What took you so long? Defeat them at once.
Ow. I parried him. It's all good.
Raise the
He
flag
can go back to
of the
kicking his
Hojo
ass.
and wave it proudly.
Right.
oops. All right, I can't actually jump that.
I don't know what
Fuck
to
it.
do.
Too much
What would
effort.
my ancestors have done in a situation like
Oh,
this?
yeah, the gap in the bridge there.
Oh, Hojo, where? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he was in space for a second.
Ouch! My back!
Yeah.
See? I warned you.
Hojo, seriously, where the fuck, my guy? Oh my god, stop hitting me.
Now, let's
Having
give
fun
it
over
everything
there.
we got.
Stop parrying.
Our boss. It's nice to get to work for a guy like him.
Saw you, you're here somewhere. Up you go.
Nice.
Do you the same as I did Kataro.
It's been a while since I've had a workout
Oh,
like
hello.
this.
Oh,
Random grade Nintendo box.
nice. Some captain or other must have dropped that. All those people stormed in.
Stop it.
Can't stand still forever. My patience wears.
Oh. Should be a couple more fights left on this route.
Probably.
Well, we got the surprise Ujimasa bit.
We did get the surprise Ujimasa bit.
Yeah, we just didn't go back.
Couldn't be bothered. Too much
Nope.
effort. Satake is taking out Mogami?
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah, the minor captains don't
Oh,
win
thank
on
God.
much.
Mori's taking out
Tiger
Tiger
Bro.
Pro. Thank you, Mori.
He's a long way from home. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter to me.
Just out of curiosity. Oh, Satake. Fantastic.
Okay.
So, Satake next time.
Yeah, then we'll finish Masamune's gold route.
Brown,
Gold,
gold,
whatever you wanna call
yellow,
it. Yeah.
Poop. This one. Finish this
Yes.
route. Whatever color we're calling this route.
Right, and then someone was at 60%.
Somebody was at 60%.
So whichever character that was, we'll do them next. And then we got a couple at like 67, so yeah.
I think Keiji might have been at like 63 or something.
Yeah, he's got like the second most number of routes. We should probably do him next.
Yeah, well, like
We'll see what we're
see
at.
who's got the percentage.
But
Just take it
we'll
from there.
finish this one pretty quick next time. So then we'll
Yeah.
just go into someone else's route.
That's the plan, anyways.
And if we're very lucky, Masamune might finally get a joke weapon drop by the end of this.
Maybe.
We'll see how it goes. But anyway, that'll be next time. So till then, we'll catch you later.